Hello, internet friends. My name is Bay, and welcome back to a Mass Effect Andromeda Lite commentary. Let's play. The new patch is out. Patch 1.08 is out. It's got a whole slew of new little performance features and character customization changes and all of those. And a whole bunch of like little things and balance pieces and whatnot. But I think today's episode, we're going to talk to that crazy AI, if we can actually talk to her. But first, we want to see what's on this communication terminal to see if we can get everything sort of squared away on Aya. To the
What we're doing right now is nothing like a battlefield. Before you go into the field, you need to attain focus without thinking about it. Again.
Their screens are off. What's on this terminal? Oh gosh. Recruitment efforts. Kadara Port. Things are as bad as we thought. The deserters don't care about anyone but themselves. Recruitment efforts have found zero traction. Ironically, we've had better luck gaining support from the new aliens. A small group pledged to support the resistance and alert us to future Ket activities on Kadara. It seems unlikely the enemy would give up the planet so easily, but maybe the presence of these new aliens has confused them. Regardless, I recommend we abandon recruitment efforts and instead focus on infiltration of the local population using deep cover agents. I'll submit a list of candidates in my next report. Okay. Casualty report from Vold. Severe whiteout conditions have made casualty confirmations difficult. Expect these numbers to be adjusted in the next update. Hopefully they'll be lower. Ket ambushed a night patrol in the Lundrar Crevasse, or as some people say, the Crevassier. 3 dead, 2 wounded, 1 missing. Squad missing outside Techix, presumed captured, 4 missing. Sniper caught in Avalanche in South Slope, presumed dead, 1 missing. A shuttle suffered mechanical failure, made hard landing on Steen Ridge, 2 wounded. An argument in the barracks out of hand, 1 wounded, mostly in his pride. Okay. People are getting nervous. This is to Commander de Trofles. No one questions your thinking. We all understand that the circumstances we're facing are unprecedented. However, you should know that the people are talking in the barracks about these new Nexus aliens. Setting aside how they look, smell, and behave. Wow, rude. How can we be expected to trust these things with access to our most secure world? On behalf of my unit, we submit that this so-called Pathfinder crew shouldn't be permitted to roam the city without an escort or keeping close watch on them, that we're not letting them see us. Excuse me. But it would be easier if we could just assign a guard to each visitor when they're on Aya. I hope you consider this option respectively. Voller? They want to watch us, huh? Well, who watches the Watchmen? And who also watches this crazy AI?
Pathfinder, it appears the Angara have installed the AI you found on Vold.
Does she not want to look at me? Will she not look at me? Oh, she's just looking around. Okay.
I have nothing to say to you.
Wow.
Is there anything they can do to make you more comfortable?
Deactivate me. Erase my files.
Anything else?
Trigger a volcanic eruption. Bury the city in ash and fire.
Okay.
It's possible keeping this AI intact was not terribly useful.
I don't believe that, Sam. Come on now.
Isn't this world better than Vold?
No.
You're safe from the Ket, surrounded by people who think you're amazing.
Idiots.
Have you connected with any of the scientists on Aya? Moshae Sefa?
I met her.
She's smart.
She will be dead in a few years.
Is that a prediction or a promise?
A hope.
Well, good luck.
I hope you die.
Charming! Yes, charming.
No entering the med center until you're clean.
How do I decontaminate?
Ion console. Touch the start pad, it does the rest.
Sam, is this thing safe?
Yes. The slight ringing in your ears is nothing to worry about.
Very reassuring.
I assume you're the human everyone's buzzing about. If you're looking for treatment, I'm afraid I don't know enough about human physiology to be much help. Unless you can make use of the ion beds.
Is there something special about the beds here?
They're filled with a negatively charged ion gel. The gel works with our natural electricity to speed recovery.
Think it'd work on other species?
Without bioelectricity, it would be of small benefit, but it might reduce pain.
So you guys are electrically charged?
Our bodies produce a store of electricity that we can dispel in a surge of energy. We use it for short-range communication, healing, even combat. I admit, I was surprised to learn your kind doesn't have that ability.
Some of us are biotic. It's similar, kinda.
I would be interested to study biotics.
If Jal takes a hit on my watch, my doctor needs to know how to treat him. Can you point me to resources she can use to learn your methods?
So you're considering all possibilities. Jal is in good hands. I have medical journals on treating Angaran injuries and preventing complications. You're welcome to upload them to your ship's doctor for study.
That's very helpful.
I'll get moving.
Ishari.
Are you getting enough sunlight?
Plenty.
And the ion bed? They've calibrated it.
Everything is fine, Taozilyn. Stop worrying.
Ryder,
Oh, hi, Cora.
wish I could join in down there.
You know the
I could
drill.
use a workout.
Again.
Getting lots of stairs. Reminds me of being on Thessia for Asari commando training. We're the aliens.
For some Angara, we're the only humans they'll ever see. That's huge.
Whatever happens, we'll make a better show than the Ket.
Pathfinder, Ephra cleared you to purchase weapons over my objections.
Anything I buy will be used to fight Ket.
You fight our enemy, but you're not one of us. Remember that.
Cold. So there could be a little inventory management I could do here. Oh, sorry, this recording today without doing any inventory management. I'm going to do that after this episode is done so that I can get caught up on the game, and then I'll go back through all of my nonsense, because I have plenty of nonsense. Look at all this item limit. I'm sure like half of that is just like garbo. In the patch, they added gear. They added more more gear to the game for like higher level characters. They also improved like the tooltips on mods and stuff. Mostly on these kind of mods, like fusion mod things for armor and stuff like that. They improved the that kind of stuff, which is nice. Bye, Cora.
Are you all right on that? Fine. Arbitrating a dispute between council members.
I could help. I know a little about politics.
And I know a little bit about physics. Perhaps they'll let me design a starship. Arbiter Renav told me to expect you. I prepared a datapad detailing our laws. Read it fully.
So the charter governing citizens of Aya revised, as defined by the first founders of Aya, this world and all who live on, agree to abide by the laws, customs, and regulations of the civilized society that has existed for centuries on other worlds. These rules of conduct ensure a voice for each family within our society and gives them certain inviolable rights. Page 1 of 5,983. Yeah, I'll read that like right now. And you could read the whole thing in the journal, I imagine. Or not the journal, but the codex. I'm sure the whole thing is all written in here. Well, not 6,000 pages, but I'm sure if you really wanted to. Oh, yeah. So there is a little bit. Yeah, these 4 right here. Maybe even more than that. Interesting. A lot of lore if you want to dig into it. Let's talk to this guy. Erobosan. I can't talk to him from this angle.
Pathfinder, as you can imagine, your arrival raised concerns from Aya's people.
I thought I'd proven they have nothing to worry about.
You are one person. They want the Nexus to hear our voices. We've set up terminals in the city so people can leave messages for your people on the Nexus. I'd appreciate if you take a look and forward their communications to your people.
Oh, good gracious. Okay. So the terminals around each of the major parts of the city, and they're just open to anyone who wants to leave messages for our... Okay. So they're on the holographic message terminals. Is that right? Okay. I'm gonna go back and grab the one to my left, and then I think I'll just fast travel back to the side of the city. Excuse me, excuse me. Oh, this is the Resistance needs volunteers. One of their datapad notifications. Compile a log of citizens' messages uploaded to the Aya docs for Pathfinder eyes only. Okay. Oh, can you can edit these? Okay. Excuse me. Let's see. Why are you here? What impulse drove your people to cross dark space? What have you come here for? Did you expect us to believe you're just explorers who want to live in peace? I think you fled something terrible. I think it might follow you here. She's not wrong. Remember, in the timeline of this game, the Andromeda Initiative took off after the events of Mass Effect 2, during all the collector nonsense, before the Reapers arrive in Mass Effect 3. So, sort of technically fled the collectors, which were the pawns of the Reapers, essentially. Which one of your species actually controls this so-called initiative? Are you even different species, or just genetic constructs customized to fill different roles? Why do you all walk on two legs like us? Is it so we'd accept you? What did you look like before you crossed dark space? Keep off of Havarl. Well, I haven't been to Havarl yet. When I heard you granted permission to land on Havarl, I filed a complaint with Governor Shea. That world is one of our most sacred places and is not for outsiders. Even the Ket kept their distance because they know we'll fight to the death to protect it. Anyone who defiles Havarl will face consequences. And share your gifts. You built ships to travel across dark space. Show us how to make them and let us retrace your path. Took a long time. There are no Ket where you came from. We have a generation facing extinction, but you could help us go where the enemy won't follow. We've suffered enough. Give us hope for a better life. I'm not going to edit them. Obviously, a different type of playthrough would definitely edit them, but I'm not going to. This is all totally legitimate concerns. Yeah, to the Nexus. I wonder what kind of changes we'll have on the overall story, though. If any at all, of course. Okay, we'll compile logs from the market. Thank you. I remember the first time I met the Moshai. It was one of the greatest moments of my life. She has done so much for our people. When the rumors began that she'd been caught by the Ket and worse, killed, I lost hope for her future. You restored it. I don't care what anyone says. I believe you came to save us. Followed by go home. This is not your galaxy. You don't belong here. Anyone who thinks you're different from the Ket is a fool. I see you for what you are, and there are many more like me. So there's an anti-initiative faction in the Angara. Makes sense. No subject. If you come in peace and friendship, Pavoa. If your hearts are filled with deceit, you will die. That is all you need to know. Charming. And then the subject is Pavoa. My name is Jaka. My family said I could write to you. I've never met an alien before, but I'd like to meet you. I think we can be friends. This one actually sounds the most sketchy of all of them. Because it's so normal. Oh, over there. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. It's like a little meeting area here, a little house area. Let there be unity. Before the Scourge, Angara were one people. It took centuries after that disaster to find each other again, and by then we've been divided too long. That's how the Ket were able to conquer us. The war forced us back together, and now you've upset the balance. Some don't trust you, others want you to save us. Divisions are forming. If you're really here to help, keep our people united. Yeah. Pavoa and Ishare to you all. I'm writing this in my final days. I've lived a long life that now comes to its natural end. I've known great loss and pain, but also joy and hope. I think we may have that in common. My fate is to leave at a turning point in history. Part of me is angry I won't see what happens next, but I've made my peace. Whatever becomes of your people, mine and the Ket, will reverberate into the lives of my great-grandchildren, and that gives me strange comfort. I know there's more to this life than war and hardship, and I've seen enough to know your people understand that too. Be well, take care of each other, change life for the better. Goodbye. Oh. We wish you peace and good fortune. Good fortune? Good fortune. Don't be deceived by the posturing of Ephra de Tarzvaj and his resistance. We are not a violent people. We're scientists, inventors, artists, caretakers, and explorers. This is our home, but there is room enough for us all. We told the Ket the same thing, but they don't listen. We hope you do. And no one will read this. Ha! This message will never be read by the Pathfinder, much less reach the Nexus. We're so desperate for allies against the Ket that we're willing to make the same mistake with new aliens. This little stunt by the governor won't change anything. We may as well be screaming into the wind. Well, that's incredibly unfortunate of an opinion that some Angara have. Huh. I do wonder what kind of edits you would do to them. How it would change the stories. Join our fight. You proved you can fight. The Ket on Vold, the resistance, doesn't impress easily. Stand with us. Together we'll take this war to the enemy's home. We'll make them feel terror. We'll show them despair. We will break the Ket, and when that's done, we'll share the rewards of victory. It's a little warmongery. Are you at war with each other? We've seen members of your species act with violence, greed, and selfishness. We found evidence of your people attacking and stealing from one another. Why do you hurt each other when only the Ket stand to gain? If our people are slow to trust you, it's because we can't understand why some of you seem determined to hurt others. Even the Ket stand united in their cause. Why don't you? Good point. We have much to learn. I've spent my life wondering what other beings might exist. Your people are nothing like what I imagined, and I'm glad for that. I thought I was long past being surprised in life. My sons and daughters draw pictures of you and ask me all sorts of questions. They want to know everything about you. We hope you feel the same way. There's so much we can teach each other. And I believe in our future. Help arrives when you least expect it, and your arrival was unexpected. You came to Aya wounded and in need, and we didn't welcome you. You went to our other worlds and helped our people overcome terrible challenges with no promise of reward or friendship. You wouldn't do that if there wasn't a goodness at your core. You want to understand and be understood. That is the start of a great alliance. So overall, I think everything seems pretty up and up with the Angaran people. There's a few people that are very, very upset, understandably. I do wonder about the factions or divisions forming against us, though. Did we talk to Jaw yet?
Ryder, take a break and enjoy the view with me.
Yeah, can you tell me about those fire tornadoes?
I missed the fresh air of Aya. Well, what do you think?
I could get used to this.
We take turns living here. You can see why.
Friendship, answer.
You're relaxed here. There's a sparkle in your eye.
I am. Thank you. It's nice of you to notice.
You're interesting. I like to notice.
Thank you for making sure that the squad behaves while on Aya.
They just follow my lead, I guess.
I was being sarcastic. So, good to know.
What? So that's that. Was there anything else on Aya? I don't think so. So much stuff is on hold or to go to Havarl. And these are I gotta look through these because there's a little bit here that I haven't caught up with. Better crafting. This one is nothing else there yet. Yeah, I gotta find those medical supplies. I haven't found those yet. Or this one. See, it's tough because some of these side quests don't tell you what planet they were on. So I may have to play some off recording and just like figure out some of these additional tasks that don't really have an actual mission, right? Like they don't have an actual thing. Or they don't tell you where they are. So take the shuttle to Aya Vault. I don't want to do that yet. So what was this one? Locate the ancient crash site on Havarl. Okay, that's the other planet. So it looks like all we really have to do is take the shuttle to the Aya Vault, I believe. Let's do one more once around to make sure we're not missing anything. That was the chick that was scanning us. That's the command center. We've already gone and talked to everyone there. I can go back and try to talk to Ephra. I don't think there's anything else that I need to talk to him about. But there's plenty of dialogue in the Nexus now with all those reports from the Angaran people moving forward.
I'm sorry. They're using a different encryption on this message. I can't make anything of it.
Then set it aside and go back to the other batch I gave you.
Yes,
I expect you to take good care of Jarl out there.
I will. I'm sure he'll return the favor.
Don't worry about him. You saved the Moshai. That earned his loyalty. Still wrapping my head around what you found at the Ket facility. That exaltation.
The more we understand the Ket, the easier it'll be to hurt them.
The more I know, the more I want to hurt them. What do you need?
So that was everything that we've already talked everything about Ephra. All right. The Angaran people are about their emotions being like on their sleeve kind of deal. But it still feels that for as peaceful as they are, they're also very warlike.
I'll let you get back to it.
Good.
I guess how can anyone be happy or okay with a alien race coming and basically dissolving your people into themselves? Because the Ket sort of collectively control their own destiny, their own DNA or whatever, and they pull them all together from other species and races and whatnot. Cora didn't have any other dialogue, did she?
You thought it would be all snazzy fights and
I saw a few Angara crying on my way here. Wonder if they heard about exaltation. I wanted to stop and say something, but what can you say? Starting to wish I'd brought a chair.
We're doing another simulation again. Medical wing. I think that might be it for like wrapping up with everything on Aya. hello. Pottery fragment is believed to be a ceremonial decoration from the ancient temples of Varl. It's like a little museum. Well, we can't know for certain. Theories about this remnant device suggest its function may be to convert rock and sand into nutrient-rich soil. Where's Peebes, by the way? Is Peebes...
We got word from Eladin.
Good news?
Well, we got another remnant piece.
But nothing Angaran. Pay them for their efforts. It's not their fault.
Oh, it's you. I watched you land.
Hope you're not calling me it anymore.
You heard that. I apologize. I was ignorant.
What's your job around here?
Aelin and I help Avela with her studies. I specialize in restoration.
So you make relics look new.
New as I can. I'm not a miracle worker, no matter what Avela says. She'll praise Ellen and I to anyone who will listen. Never had a supervisor like that before.
I'll leave you to it.
Good to see you again.
Oh, it's you. Hi, purple lady.
Is it normal for someone as young as you to be in charge?
I'm no younger than you. And you're a Pathfinder.
I kinda inherited the job.
So did I. I was apprenticed to the former curator. It was my job to bring him artifacts from other worlds. When he retired, I sort of fell into his position.
Do you miss relic hunting?
Some days, but mostly I'm happy to spend more time with each piece.
This is quite a place.
It feels like home to me. Sometimes I think I should move in here. But it's got a long way to go. Someday we'll fill it with relics of the past, each one telling a story. And my people will come here to learn. And to remember.
You'll get there.
With enough hard work, yes.
Any insight you can give me on the remnant tech?
We don't know much. To our understanding, it's always been here. Stars. I would love to be the one to solve that mystery.
Is it normal for
Some days, but mostly I'm happy to spend more time with each piece.
Yeah, there was another... Tell me about yourself on that chain of discussion that I missed.
Have you always been into history?
Oh yes. When I was young, I would dig up shells and pretend they were ancient armor pieces. I've always had a big imagination. With only 14 siblings, I got lonely sometimes.
14? That's insane.
Why? How many do you have?
Just the one.
Oh, that's terrible. I'm sorry.
I should get moving.
Come back soon.
Speaking of the one, where is my brother? This dagger dates back nearly 4 centuries to the time after the Scourge appeared. Faced with the technological dark age, our ancient ancestors learned to fight and hunt without the use of advanced weaponry. Oh gosh. Hi. Hi.
I've heard so much about you. Is it true you entered a vault on Eos?
Sure is.
Amazing. I would have liked to see that.
Are you a relic hunter like Avela?
Actually, I started as an engineer. The Moshai requested my help cracking encryption on a remnant ship she found. Eventually, that led me to the repository. I've been handling data encryption here ever since.
I take it you help run this place.
Nalan and I are Avela's assistants. It's been strange getting used to that.
Why?
Avela's much younger than the previous curator. She has a lot more energy. Sometimes I have to remind her to take a break. She's too passionate for her own good.
I'll let you get back to it.
Checking in. Wait, what's this data pad? Oh, this is from Avela? Wouldn't believe all that's happened since Pathfinder Ryder landed on Aya. I'm sure you know the Moshai's rescue, but I suspect you've only heard the official version. Ephra and his resistance like to claim credit for bringing her home, but I know for a fact that they never could have accomplished it without the Pathfinder. People fear these new aliens will turn out to be like the Ket. Don't listen to them. I feel in my spirit they've come to help, and you know I'm always right about these things. I wish you could see some of the interesting relics we found on Havarl and elsewhere. I'll bring images next time I visit. Also, I'm not seeing Atu anymore. There was nothing particular that ended things, or just too different. Don't worry, my work still brings me all the happiness I need. It's kind of an insight into the relationships that Angara people have. So I guess they do have romanticisms. They're not just like, hey, we're weird space slug people and we make 20 babies. Until recently, we knew this was a Ket tool, but didn't understand its purpose. Scholars have recently determined its use in the exaltation of our people. That may be difficult to look at. It's important we learn to understand exaltation to protect ourselves and our loved ones. It's a Ket exaltation tool. Huh. This fragment was from a wall of the governor's public residence on Vold, which was destroyed by Ket bombardment during the initial invasion. The governor, all staff, and most of their immediate family were all killed in the blast. When Vold stands liberated, this relic will form the cornerstone of a monument to those who gave their lives defending our home. Hello? First contact with the Ket varied among our homeworlds. While the Ket sought to confuse Havarl with silence, they murdered the ambassador on Vold. They turned our worlds against each other and took advantage of the confusion and chaos. It's important for us to all learn from this moment in history and to present a united front in the face of adversity. Exhibit coming soon. We're updating this display to bring you the latest in historical finds. Thank you for your patience. What was that voice that I heard? What is that? So their technology definitely was very different. Oh, there's Peebs! Peebee? Can't get the right angle to talk to you. Are you okay?
Getting acquainted with our new neighbors?
Sort of. All this stuff. The Angara sure do have a rich culture and blah, blah, blah.
Is she... Ken... What?
You're sauced, aren't you? What's your poison?
I visited that cafe the Angara consider a bar. Asked for their hardest stuff. It was weird, which I like, but had almost no punch. Lightweight. Whoa.
Steady now?
That stuff must have a slow absorption rate. Whoops. Oh, writer. It's just... This museum reminds me of being on Haitiana during my indentured service as a student. They even have a whole section on the Remnant. I didn't come to Andromeda to follow in someone else's footsteps.
Don't worry, Peebee. The Angara barely have a foothold. Sure, they live among the ruins, but they haven't seen what we've already seen.
You might have a point there. Bet nobody here has ever outrun an ancient vault purification field, huh?
Nope.
Or spat in that Archon's ugly mug and lived to talk about it? That was nice work, by the way.
Thank you.
You're right. Not sure why, but ever since I packed up my apartment on the Nexus, something's crawled under my skin. But whatever it is, I promise, I'll get over it lickety-split.
You're fine, Peebee. We all need to cut loose once in a while.
You're very understanding and attractive. Nice combination. Think I'll stay in your operation a little while longer.
She's no Liara to Sony, but she'll do. She'll do. I have a camera on, but the smile is ear to ear right now. That was great. Archaeologists on Havarl recently discovered what they believe to be pieces of an older structure as yet found on the planet. These fragments were literally uprooted by mutating vegetation rising from an underground cavern. Though the exact cultural nature of this find remains unknown, teams of researchers have recently established a permanent dig site to search for more clues. Okay. I mean, I think the animation's a little bit overzealous, but it also could be that she drank alien booze and it's definitely messing with her everything. Though we know little about our pre-Scourge ancestors, evidence points to a grand multi-planet society with sophisticated technology. Many recent discoveries indicate our ancestors even traveled vast distances between systems. Though we have no way of knowing for sure, most scholars theorize our people's early success was due to the use of remnant technology. So, Angara used to have spaceships, but they don't really anymore. At least not deep spaceships. I can't even talk to Peebs anymore. This is a remnant exhibit. We don't know much about the remnant or its creator. We determined the remnant were present in the Helios long before our people. The remnant's purpose appears to be the same as the planetary vaults, to transform a world into a thriving, beautiful paradise. Before the arrival of the Pathfinder Rider in Revolution 826, modern attempts to interact with the remnant have been unsuccessful. We've been able to coexist with them peacefully here on Aya. So wait, will the remnant vault here on Aya not be hostile to me? I don't know. But I think I should have ended the episode on my drunken space girlfriend. But there's a little bit more swaying Peebee for you. But thank you all for watching this episode. Hit the like button if you enjoy this series. Subscribe if you believe my channel deserves it. Check out the other videos that are all in this huge, ever-growing playthrough in the playlist linked at the end. But until the next one, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode.